Okay, now this car, when it was first shown, was called the DKF-161. DKF stood for Darren Kaiser Fraser. Howard Darren designed it, and of course Kaiser Fraser was the company building it. The 161 was the cubic inch displacement of the Willys F-head 6-cylinder engine. But aside from the flowing styling, these doors, I don't want to monkey anything up here, but the sliding doors were a real interesting feature. And of course, if you parked in parking lots, that would be a definite advantage. He says, oh, you gotta know what you're doing to open it. This car is like many cars in 1953 with his renewed interest in sports cars and wire wheels. Some car companies offered wire wheels, others offered a rather elaborate wire logo and a couple of flagpoles. All in all, very interesting execution. Roger, do you have more to say?
Yeah, it's interesting to note from this angle, those exposed deck lid hinges kind of give it a sporting flavor as well. And I think these cars do come with tops. And I think the top is hidden behind a similar design to the passenger car.
Probably the
so
same
kinda,
part number.
And it gives it that identity that it kind of looks like a Kaiser going away.
Okay, well, thank you
nice
for
vehicle. Very
bringing
unusual.
again this year. Well, it has a real nice sporty voice. Only one exhaust pipe, too. Yeah. We have a couple of fabulous Hudson Hornets from the last year that Hudsons were built, 1954. And over on nearest the reviewing stand is the convertible, which was the last year.
Cars of that era were mostly body frame, and they were a little less expensive to re-engineer.
Exaggerated a little bit, but they certainly tried to square them up to sort of be in touch with the flavors of 1954. So, okay, I guess does this pretty well cover it, Roger?
Yep, thanks very much for being by. Those are unusual body types for Hudsons.
Yep, they are. Hudson was a four-door sedan outfit. I only ever drove one step down Hudson, and after a few miles of driving it, I could see why Hudson owners began to... Dramovich. See, you got to know how to accent that. Anyway, you can see the two-toning effect. They are the same in each body style. There's probably that's between where they've spent their money tooling that engine and creating this car, sort of is what caused them to run out of funding when they needed it. Probably that's between where they've spent their money tooling that engine and creating this car, sort of is what caused them to run out of funding when they needed it.
From the very early days of the auto industry, when a red mark was placed on the wheel showing that it passed inspection. And Packard adopted this as the symbol and used it pretty consistently throughout the lifetime of the brand. It's interesting to note how the wraparound windshield was joined by wraparound rear glass as well by this time, and carried down into the grille. This was a Packard theme from the early days, and each year you're kind of wondering how are they going to interpret it this year. But by the time you got to the 55 models, it was kind of the last stand for Packard.
They were, had they continued, I think they were going to probably evolve into a vertical grill again, but they had to leave that to Edsel. Okay, I think this probably concludes.
Thank you very much.
All I have to say is
white car shows the Fisher C body or senior body shell, and the maroon car or whatever chestnut colored car is the B body car. It's a Super Riviera. Riviera was the name that Buick first used for their two-door hardtops, but they eventually applied horsepower. Now, Roger had pointed out earlier the gun sight hood ornament that was used on the post-war Buicks starting in '46. Well, by '55, it had evolved into a circle with a V. They were going to be rather proud of their V8 engine, which they adopted in 1953. The porthole count between these two families of cars. Now, what GM had and everybody else had was a door that came down to make sure that the seal is absolutely positive.
Right. Years ago, they like
more modern looking car for the time. But the thing that amazes me about these cars is that as unusual as the exterior color is, the interior color is a perfect match. This is something they were doing throughout the 50s, is color keying interior to exterior. The wheel cars saw that because they're so flat compared to some of the other designs at that time. Of course, by this time, not only luxury cars, but
Okay, thank you
thanks
very
very
much. Well, what's kind I would have guessed, but I'm a guesser, not a knower. We have a 56 Ford Thunderbird, and let's see your name tag so we can properly identify you. Okay, most of the year. This one seems to have been equipped with road lamps or fog lamps, which replace the regular spinners in the grill. What was really big in '56 was apparently Ford had so many complaints with the '55 Ford about luggage compartment capacity. There just wasn't enough room to haul much more than a two-seater. So they decided the quick way to provide luggage compartment space was to put the spare tire on the back, which also changed the weight distribution and probably made for better handling on the road. Exhausts
With the hardtop.
Oh,
So
yes.
they offered a porthole option, which became very distinctive. So you could actually get 3 different tops on your Thunderbird: a soft top, a solid hard top, or a porthole top. But the porthole
started in '54 on the Ford car and was across the board in '55 on Fords and Thunderbirds. The Ford car changed right away, but Thunderbird retained it. And the theory behind it was that daylight will go through the windshield and through this glass or plexiglass window in the top of the speedometer housing illuminate the speedometer dial. I remember we had a couple of '55 Fords in our fighting either.
Unlike Corvette, the Thunderbird top folded behind the rear seat, so it didn't have a separate hatch to go into. However, it was completely contained little else.
Well, that is arguable. Okay, time in my life, not always. Sometimes I'm right. But anyway, we got a couple of '56 Cadillacs. We have a pink Coupe de Ville, and is the black car? Oh, that's a Coupe de Ville also. Okay.
Take muddy spare tires off when they needed them. So there was a return to side-mounted spares as an option. Chevy led the way with that, Chevy GMC, and by '56 Ford had it also. And I recall in my days of growing up in Ohio where we had strip miners and people with clay mines, they would often mount their spares in the load floor just to get them out of the way or be accessible when they needed them. Another thing I noted on this truck is that he has chrome hubcaps. In '56, Ford's hubcaps were not chrome on the trucks, they were silver painted. That was an adaptation made in '52 because of the Korean War and the cutoff in chrome. This truck also looks like it might be
adaptation of the Ford Crest. If you'll see later on when you walk through the village, if you take a look at this truck, you'll see that the truck has their own interpretation using a gear and a lightning bolt, where the passenger car used a Ford Crest. But the configuration is similar. So they had their own ID. I guess we step back in front of the field here, Jim.
Yeah, we do. And this is a truck with which we're more than a little bit familiar.
This is brought in by Leo Shedden. I don't think I even need a windshield card. Is it from Plymouth?
It's on the door and we know Leo, right?
Ann Arbor, Michigan. So it's an easy and less expensive thing to replace. You'll notice the rounded fenders, and you'll notice the hood vents.
See, you listen to directions. Look at these other guys going down the wrong way. The other guy, the other car top of this. He's got a park on the top of the well, he's got the one over here? Yeah. So I have to go. Hey, Lynn, go up there. There's a car stall at the top of the hill. Yeah. It's called radio something. There's a car stalled at the top of the hill. I sent Lynn up there with a radio because I don't have a radio. See if he needs a tow truck. Because nobody can get around him.